This is the Civilization 4 NLL. Hello and welcome back to the Noble Leaders League. I am Kjotleik. This is the second division game between Bismarck and Boudica. Bismarck is number 2 in the league, 8 points. Boudica number 5, 6 points, so it's a real top game. Bismarck lost his first game in round 5 after 4 wins in a row, so he comes from a defeat. Boudica has lost 2 of her last 3, so she may be coming into a little bit poorer form than she had from the start of the season. This is the starting position of Bismarck, and with a few resource bubbles we can see there is stone, there is corn, there is some coal up here, some silk, over here is aluminum, and in the between here is clam. There's pigs over here as well. But if you take a close look at the map, there is a circle here, brownish, yellowish circle. That's because the starting position of Boudica is just here on the other side of the fjord. So she starts riverside next to iron, and she's going to compete for that clam, and there is uranium and there is corn. They start really close together, but it's a rather large continent in the west here they start on, so there's plenty of room to expand south for Boudica and upper north for Bismarck. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens in this game, so let's start it without talking about it any further. Off we go. This is Bismarck versus Boudica, and they are all researching the same things for the most part. 1 city each. Boudica on Buddhism, 40 turns. And 2 cities each right now, and both of them went north, and Bismarck is up to 3 cities, 70 turns played, 3 cities each, and now Bismarck is in a different religion, which means that Boudica is only cautious. Bismarck is in Hinduism. 4 cities Bismarck, 5 cities Bismarck before Boudica had her 4th. And we are at 1 AD with 6 cities Bismarck, 5 cities Boudica. Bismarck has taken up the whole of the northern coastline and is trying to go around down the western coast. Boudica has taken the south and the east. 10 cities Bismarck, 7 Boudica. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Bismarck is 1.5 times as strong as the Celtic leader as well. 10 cities, 11 cities for Bismarck now, 8 for Boudica, turn 163. And I do think that this cannot possibly end with a peaceful game all the way through, can it now? Because now they are out of room for expansion. Bismarck on 11 cities, Boudica on 9, Boudica on construction while Bismarck gets music. And Bismarck is 1.8 times as strong as Boudica as well. I think maybe he's building up for war, he's getting machinery now while Boudica is going towards metal casting. Turn 191, 11 cities to 9. I think that Boudica could maybe squeeze in 1 more city down there somewhere, maybe 2. But I think they are in general out of room for expansion. Maybe Bismarck can get up to the Arctic with the city if he wants to, but now he gets astronomy. There it is. Bismarck has astronomy going for engineering. And he is 1.5 times as strong as Boudica. He is probably now going to settle the New World. And there was a golden age ending, and there is Taoism and stuff. 11 to 9. Haven't seen a new city crop up in the New World for Bismarck yet, but he is sailing out there. There I think it's going to be, yes it is, the first Bismarck city in the New World, and then the second, so it's up to 13 cities now, Boudica with 9. This game is going to be Bismarck's to win or to lose, it seems, unless Boudica can get herself into the New World pretty quickly now. Bismarck is going towards education, Boudica on divine right, Bismarck is going towards liberalism, 15 cities now to 9. That is starting to get a really big advantage, but Boudica seems to be building up her military, because now Bismarck is only 1.0 times the strength, they are equal in strength, and 17 cities to 9 for Bismarck. I think that Boudica, she is pleased with Bismarck now then, due to Bismarck dropping out of his religion. And But we have the war, we do have the war, 18 cities, Bismarck 9 to Boudica, and we have the war. Bismarck is going for cooperation, Boudica is going for nationalism. They are about equal in strength, 18 cities to 10. 18 cities to 10, Boudica, can you win this war? They are equal in strength, 19 to 10 now. 19 to 10, Bismarck. Well, maybe Boudica is losing a few units sometimes. Bismarck is going for the printing press. Boudica is going for chemistry. 20 cities to 10. Bismarck is expanding into the new world. And this is a good advantage for the German leader. An advantage that I think he is going to take advantage of. Actually, turn to 74. 20 cities to 10. They are in war. Bismarck is getting replaceable parts, going for rifling. And once he gets rifling, I think Boudica could be in a lot of trouble. She could get hurt really bad. Now Bismarck is back up to 1.4, 1.5 times the strength of Boudica. Boudica going astronomy, but Bismarck has been winning a lot in the war, and there is the peace treaty as well. 21 cities, Bismarck, 10 to Boudica, and now Bismarck has the advantage. He is stronger than Boudica. I believe that he is now going to go on to win the game unless Boudica can do something weird like culture or something like that. 21 cities, Bismarck, 10 to Boudica. We are at turn 292 and it looks like expansion for the Germans. It's underway, 23 cities to 10. And we have privateers that are fighting. Boudica getting her economics up. Bismarck is on military science. Turn 299. 300 is here. 23 cities to 10. And it looks like Bismarck could be getting a domination if he can attack. 24 to 10. I think that he needs to take out a few cities of Boudica if he wants to win domination, but at least he has the rest of the map. He's up to 1.6 times the strength of Boudica. Once we see Germany, oh, there he goes. And oh, we have the war. Okay, the war is on. He's going for steel, but he must be upgrading units because he is attacking very slowly. 1.8 times the strength of Boudica now. Boudica is down to 9 cities, and this is Bismarck going for the domination. 25 to 9. 1.7, 1.8 times the strength. Boudica is trying to reach printing press. Now she's up to 10 cities again. 25 to 10. Then she is fighting back. Bismarck is getting steel, which means cannons. 25 to 10 is the city count, and Bismarck is 1.7 times the strength of Boudica. Boudica is fighting hard. There is no doubt about that, and now she was up to 11 cities for just a moment, but she's down to 10 again. Bismarck 25 to 10. Boudica, she is a fighter. She's not giving up without a real tough fight, even though she's only half the strength of Bismarck. She is fighting well, but Bismarck 25 cities to 10, twice the strength of Boudica, going for physics now. Boudica is on replaceable parts. I think that Bismarck, just by the sheer production capabilities of his empire, should run over Boudica, but now Boudica is actually going for rifling. That may help her a little bit, and Bismarck hasn't been that good at taking her cities. 26 to 10 is the city count. Boudica still has 10 cities. She should have down. Now she's down to 9 again, and we have the peace treaty, and she's down to 8. 29 to 8, and I don't think that she can manage to do this another war, but she does have rifling at the very least, so maybe, just maybe, she can hold out. That would be incredible, but Bismarck must be close to domination as well. If Boudica lose 1 or 2 more cities, this game could be all over. At least if Bismarck could settle the few cities he needs to settle on that southwestern, well, we have the war again. I was about to say if he settled the southeastern continent, there are some land tiles there that he could grab as well. That means he would need to take fewer cities, but he's twice as strong as Boudica, 29 to 8. He gets combustion as well, going for assembly line, while Boudica is taking very slowly. She's either upgrading units or going for a cultural victory. If she wins culture in this game, that's going to be a shock, but I think maybe that's what she's doing right now. She is going for it. I think she is going for culture, but Bismarck should be able to take a few cities quickly enough that doesn't matter, that he could get his domination before she's in danger of getting culture. You have to just pay attention to whether Bismarck can. He's 2.6 times the strongest Boudica now, and 30 cities to 8. He adopts police state. And he is researching fascism, 2.7 times the strength, but Boudica still have her 8 cities. She still has her 8 cities, turn 370. 3070, 31 to 8 now, Bismarck getting the fascism on the way, 3 times the strongest Boudica, 31 to 8. Researching communism now, Bismarck, 3.1 times the strength. Boudica hasn't lost a city in a long time now though, which is a little bit worrying, and there we have the peace treaty, which means that Boudica is free to go for culture again. She's down to 7 cities though, but Bismarck, how much more land do you need in order to get that domination victory? He's going for industrialism, 32 cities to 7, but it seems like it doesn't have enough land just yet. 32 to 7, 3 times away from industrialism. He may attack again once he gets that up and running. Turn 386, but is that going to be too late? Boudica is trying for culture, I am convinced about that. One more city for Bismarck, 33 to 7. How close is Boudica to that cultural win? How close is she? Turn 390. Once we get up to 390 and 400, and Bismarck adopts state property and hereditary rule, 34 cities to 7. Bismarck is going for that now. Turn 394. There is no more wars here, but Boudica still on the cultural path. Bismarck, you have to take her down, you have to win that domination before her 3rd city reaches legendary. That it would be really bad if you didn't. Now he attacks again, 4 times the strongest Boudica, and this should be it. Going for rocketry. How fast can you take another city, Bismarck? You should be able to do that relatively easy with the 4 times the strength of Boudica. Let me see if you can do it. 34 cities to 7, turn 405. Boudica is still trying to go. I think she's still trying to go for culture, but she's getting steel at least. 7 cities left. And Boudica, what are you doing now? She's defending with 7 cities, and that I think that Bismarck, you should be able to do this a little bit faster. If I were a Bismarck fan, I would be a little bit worried now. We are at turn 412, which means that we are well within the cultural win era, cultural win turns. So Boudica could very easily get that now, unless Bismarck can get that last city and get that domination. I think he only needs 1 or 2 more cities, because he has a lot of land in the New World. And there it is, he expanded. It was just enough to expand his borders, one of his cities expanded borders, and he reached the domination victory. Congratulations, Bismarck. Boudica with 7 cities didn't quite reach culture, but Bismarck has won the domination victory. 1996 AD, turn 416. this was a domination victory for Bismarck by way of expansion mostly, peaceful expansion. There were 4 wars in the game though. Boudica declared the first one, Bismarck declared the last 3. Boudica did win her war, 1 city captured to 0. The second war was Bismarck winning 3 cities to 2 captured, and the last 2 wars declared by Bismarck was standoffs with no cities changing hands on either side. Let's go and take a look at the statistics of the game. Here we have the graphs. This is Bismarck, of course, is number 1 in score. When it comes to GNP, it was Bismarck ahead, but then Boudica was even for a little period here, around 18, 17, 19, 20 something. And then Bismarck was number 1 after that. Production, we also see in the mid-game here Boudica a little bit ahead, so she had an advantage here, but she couldn't take advantage of it. Simply because Bismarck had more cities, I guess. Food, this was Bismarck. Power was... And again, we see that Boudica, for a short period of time, was equal, but she never managed to do anything with it. Culture... Boudica actually tried for a cultural win here, we see that here, and I don't know how close she was, we're going to find out that a little bit later. And espionage, Boudica was actually number 1 here until Bismarck overtook her. Demographics, Bismarck's numbers, Boudica's numbers. We see actually that Bismarck had a better GNP value than Boudica by quite a lot. He has broken the 1000 barrier in production up to 983 in food, which is good. 65.2, 65.3 if you round up, million people in his empire versus only 6.1 million for Boudica. Let's go take a look at the wonders and the cities. Let's go to the bottom and see that there are 2 wonders in the BC era, in Berlin and Munich, Great Wall and Stonehenge, and you can see the list for yourself. The top cities then, Boudica with number 1 and number 2 on the list, then Bismarck has the 3rd, Boudica the 4th, and then Bismarck the 5th and the 6th. Statistics. Bismarck founded 32 cities, 3 religions, got 2 golden ages, currently has 59 windmills, 55 towns and 36 workshops. He built in his cities 31 granaries, 30 barracks, 29 harbors, 2 bunkers. Let's go page down, and here we start seeing the wonder with Statue of Zeus, a Statue of Liberty, and all the good things, Pyramid, Stonehenge, Great Library, Great Lighthouse, Oracle, there is a university there. And the Sistine Chapel as the last on the list. Current units then. Let's go to the top. 114 infantries, 34 workers, 19 panzers and destroyers. We have a great spy at the bottom of that list. You trained a total of 50 cavalry, 47 workers, 46 riflemen, 7 Jewish missionaries. Let's go page down. And we find a chariot bottom of that list. The kills then, 61 grenadiers, 31 musketmen, 23 frigates, and a galley at the bottom. Losses for Germany, 63 cavalries, 24 riflemen, 21 frigates, and down to a transport at the bottom. So the numbers for Boudica: 9 cities built, 4 religions, 1 golden age, 25 windmills, 25 towns, and 19 farms. Currently, in her cities, she built 10 granaries and barracks, 9 courthouses, 4 Christian monasteries there. Let's go page down and see the list, and we see the wonders that she built. Versailles at the bottom. Let's go page down and see if there is more. There is, and the Hanging Gardens completes the list of buildings in her cities. Her current units are 46 riflemen, 21 grenadiers, 7 workers, and a frigate at the bottom of that list. She trained a total of 46 grenadiers, 35 musketmen, 27 workboats, 5 great generals. Page down, and we see 1 cannon completing the list. Let's confirm the kills. 63 cavalry, 24 riflemen, 21 frigates, down to 1 transport, and her losses as 61 grenadiers, 31 musketmen, 23 frigates, and then 1 galley. So we have to congratulate Bismarck with the domination. Let's go take a look at the victory conditions screen and some cities. Bismarck reaching 74.17% of the land area needed for domination, thanks to some cities expanding their borders on the last turn, or the second last turn, I guess. Boudica was not really any close to her cultural victory. She tried, but with only 27,000 and 23,000 for the number 1 and number 3 cities. Those are not good enough. She was very far away. She would actually not have gotten it until the time ran out. 91 turns left for Toulouse, over 100 turns left for Boudica, and that would be too late. We would have had a draw unless Bismarck had won it. So let's go take a look at the cities then. We stand on Bismarck, he has 34 of them. Let's go to the list, sort by population, and make sure we are at the top. Karlsruhe and Dortmund, Pop 21, Berlin, Munich, Pop 20, Leipzig, Essen, 18, and we see the list goes down from there. Some happiness problems in a few of the biggest cities, but apart from that, it looks good. A few health problems in 2 cities, but apart from that it looks good. Base food in the 40s and in the 30s for the most part here, and then a few in the top 20s, which is good. Base commerce 110 in Berlin, that is the best, and that's a good one. 80 in Frankfurt, it's also good. 71 in Hamburg is also good. And you can stop and watch the list. Production has started getting power in the cities, which means that some productions should be good. 124 production in Duisburg for the Apollo program, that's good. That is the best actually, and 98 in Braunschweig for Cristo Redentor, and 96 in Wiesbaden for rock and roll, and I see 72 then in Karlsruhe for the battleship. Düsseldorf, Pop 12, let's go bottom, let's see Pop 12 Düsseldorf, there it is. Hallandersaale is the first city on the second page here, and we see the list all the way down to Kassel. Okay, let's figure out Boudica's cities then. She has 7 of them, so let's hope she doesn't lose too many when I go change over. 7 cities for Boudica, with Toulouse, Pop 13, Gergovia, Verlamon, Ischka, and Durkorturum on 12. Some very happy, not so healthy, relatively, okay-ish, I guess, food. Not so good production compared to Bismarck, and not so good commerce. Well, 62 is rather good. Spoiler alert, results and updated league tables follows after this screen. The updated league tables show us that Bismarck is now second in the league with 10 points and a positive 30 score turn difference. Boudica is number 9 with 6 points and positive 5. A little bit later we have the game between Gandhi and Washington. I hope to see you back for that. I am Kjotleik, this has been the Noble Leaders League. Welcome back to the second game of the day a little bit later. Goodbye for now.